5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the Skull Experience. We are about 1 week, well, pretty much exactly 1 week and 1 day away from the biggest draft in recent Vikings memory. So we're here, of course, to talk more draft content. We are joined again by Ali here today. Ali, how are things going on your end?
Going great. Thanks for having me on. Always great talking with you guys.
Let's go. And hey, we love having you on, man. Every time. This is the third time we've had you on, right? We've had one with just you, and then you've been on this show. This is the second time on this show specifically.
So you're not officially a friend of the program until you're 3 times on.
Yeah, your third time. Yeah.
I'm the gatekeeper on that.
So 3 deep.
Yeah.
3 times, and you're a friend of the program.
Let me do some shout outs here before we move on. One thing I do want to mention, though, is that we are going to do a NFC North mock draft at some point in this show. So that is always a lot of fun. One thing before moving forward here, I want to call some people out here. We got Gary in the building, Sup Skull Mates, GG Bros, what up? Skull Mafia, Purple Gang, let's go, Skull Mafia. Skull Mafia, are you still on JJ McCarthy? Super hard. Russell, what's up? What's that?
Skull Mafia is Drake May guy.
You were on JJ McCarthy for a while. Are you kind of Skull Mafia? Let me know who you got.
I think Skull Mafia is on JJ McCarthy.
I thought he was earlier.
I think that was the one thing he disagreed with the rap about. I might be wrong though.
Let's see. Let us know in the comments, Skull Mafia.
I'm thinking of Tweedle the Hope. He doesn't like JJ McCarthy. My bad.
No, even though I did hear Two Evil say I'm warming up to McCarthy, and then ever since then
went back to trash talking
right back down. Again, everybody, another show. I got 2 more of these Ivan Pace Jr. rookie cards out of 400 left. Get those hashtag skulls in the comments, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be out of these by the time the draft comes around.
Giving away these colored, I would say Post-its, but they don't stick. They're just pieces of paper.
He's giving away every single one of those tonight. So
what's going on, bro? Autographs.
Yeah, we'll get the Hulk autograph. Skull Mafia. What up, Skull for Life Barber? Welcome in. Did you ever? I'll be happy with May, JJ, or Daniels. Yeah, I feel that. So speaking of that, Ollie, obviously everybody's wanting to go and grab a quarterback in this year's draft, and the fact that you'll be running the Vikings in the mock draft tonight, we'll get an idea of who you like. But I guess you can kind of give us some insight on that now. Which quarterbacks are you looking into? Potentially trading up?
He's going Peter Schrager route. He's going to go Peter Schrager on us.
We'll see what happens. I'm guessing they'll trade up and get JJ McCarthy. May would be better, but I think in the end they'll just decide no, it's going to cost too much, so let's just go for McCarthy. Which
Ollie's the GM. Ollie's going to pick who he wants to pick.
I guess what in your mind, what would you be willing to give up for JJ McCarthy? See, for a while, I was of the mindset like whatever it takes, if he's your guy, go get him. But since then, and since we're getting closer to the draft, I've kind of stepped back a little bit. Because at this point, I would be comfortable with Penix at 11. So I don't think if you don't foresee McCarthy being your guy, I'm not trading 3 firsts for him. If they move up and trade 2 firsts, I might be okay with it. I guess what's your perceived value on JJ McCarthy? Would you give up 3 first round picks?
What up, Mark? We'll get back to you on this.
3. No, I honestly, I wouldn't even do that for Drake May. 11, 20, 30, yes. Maybe some other picks, but 11, 23, and a first for next year.
You're out on that?
Yeah. I understand why some people want to do it. Like, hey, let's take a chance. But also, rookies are just so unproven. And yeah. And if they stay put and took Penix at 11, I honestly would not hate that at all. And then number 23, they can probably take Byron Murphy the second. I would not hate that at all.
Yeah. If that's how it ends up and you don't need to give up any extra draft capital and you're still sitting there with your next year's first, Penix has a ton of question marks, but and I know me and Jamie have talked about this, and Jamie's kind of changed his mindset on before the draft process or before the pro day, you're sitting there thinking like, oh, we could snag Penix at 23, where now I think if you want him, I think you got to take him at 11.
Yeah, you can't take that risk. You can't just assume he's going to be available at the
right.
That
If they feel that strongly about him.
So did you guys check out Peter Schrager's mock draft
where he had us trading up?
He didn't even draft in the first round.
Wait, what? What happened?
We took Bo Nix at 23 in his mock draft.
Yeah.
And Penix didn't even go in the first round.
Oh yeah, I did
Oh,
see that
really?
actually. I was wondering which one that
No,
was.
I didn't see that. No.
That's crazy.
Didn't he go down
just
in like the third round or something?
I don't know. I just saw the first round. But Schrager from Good Morning Football.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's an NFL insider. I mean,
yeah,
he takes it pretty serious when he does his mock draft. And I'm like, Penix falls out. Well, I mean, sure, fall first round, but I just don't see him getting past 16.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see him getting past 13 at this point with the Raiders.
Right, because see, like with Penix, like I understand the mindset if he doesn't throw over the middle a lot. Like I get that, but he has the hard part of the game down. Deep ball accuracy, he has that. A lot of guys don't. He's got a big arm and he's accurate with it. Where everything else is teachable. Like and depending on the type of offense he was in, he didn't like there wasn't a lot of short passes. So like I think like no matter what team gets him, they'll be able to develop that skill of changing the throwing motion to and incorporating more short throws into his game. Then again, like maybe not slants because Vikings don't run a lot of slants as we saw last year. But
me too.
But I mean, it's one of those things. Like where with Bo Nix, the concern is does he have the arm strength, touch accuracy to make the downfield throws, right? Like that part is so much harder to teach than everything else in the game. So I don't like I don't get the people that are so he doesn't know how to throw over the middle. He doesn't throw over the middle. Like it's teachable. Like he'll figure that out. He'll figure that part out.
Someone said that about Jaden Daniels, and then someone came out with a highlight reel of him throwing over the middle.
I saw that actually. Yeah. Mark Ellen. So we pretty much answered your question here. If we don't get any of the top four, that's what it kind of would be. If you're sitting at 11, I personally would like to trade back to get Penix, but I do think it's a situation where it's going to be hard to because, like I said, I think they're not going to make it past 13.
Yeah, but
I would rather probably just pull the trigger on Penix than take that risk of trying to trade back. But there is still some concerns with Penix for me, other than his arm talent.
But the thing with it is though, it's like. Okay, and I think that's where trading for 23, like when you talk about flexibility, I think that's where trading for 23 becomes the most important here. Because like if we just had pick 11, right, and you take Penix, there's gonna be a lot of disappointed fans, right? But now that you have 23, if you can get Penix plus, as Ali said, one of the top defensive interiors in the draft, you're leaving that first round, and you're sitting there thinking to yourself like, that's pretty damn good. Plus, we still have our first rounder next year. So I think the big thing is getting that second first round pick. You're not just taking a quarterback with high upside, but also they all have a ton of risk, but a guy with those injuries, that's a ton of risk there. So if you just have that one pick 11 and you take him and that's what you leave your first round with, yes, it's going to look a little bit different. But now that you can get a top defensive guy, I think it does change the mindset of the fan base and of the team themselves to where it's like, yeah, we're getting this quarterback, but we still get to add another piece later on. Plus, we still have our first rounder next year. So I think it definitely changes things having that second first round pick.
Yeah, I can see that. Ali, I know you were going to jump in on the Penix stuff. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say like what you guys were saying too. Like, yeah, it is about what Casey was saying. Yeah, his injuries are very concerning. Like both his ACL tears, was it the same knee or not?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Then I know the shoulder injuries, that was two separate. So that is concerning, and he's going to be 24, which for a rookie that's old, and the same with Bo Nix too. So I mean that's a little, But like the thing is like
25.
Nix. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but
Nix is 24, but I think Penix is 25. He played 6 years.
I think Penix. Is he?
He's getting there. He's either 24 or 25.
He is 23 right now.
Oh,
shit!
May 8th he'll be. May
really?
8th,
oh man, he's young.
May 8th, 20.
Trade
May
up
8th,
for him.
I thought he was gonna be 25. People made it sound like he was dead. 23.
Hey, what up, Adam? What up?
I didn't even look because people are so hard on him for being too old.
One thing I do want to mention real quick is that's one thing though about the Penix thing at 11 is like overall I want the Vikings to go get their guy. Like I get sitting at 11, you get Penix and you still get that 23 pick. Maybe Penix is their guy and they're like, I know we can get him at 11. So maybe that's their whole plan. But if it is their plan and they think Drake May is the guy, I still am on team. I'd rather you go get the guy you think's the best in the draft if it's possible.
For 4 first though?
Maybe not for first. Not for first. Not for first. three first to three for
But
for
I had
number
Jason
three.
from Twitter on and Vikes Now, or what I think it's called. He was saying 4 first. He's willing to go 4 first.
4 first.
No,
But at the
JJ
same time,
McCarthy, 4 first.
you're setting a whole new standard, and if it doesn't work out, here we
Yeah.
are again, the Vikings setting this whole like
Yeah, I know.
Herschel Walker.
That
It's
part's-
like,
that's
the
the
Vikings were the
annoying
one that
part.
the first team to trade for 4 first-round picks, and Drake May didn't turn up. But guess what? The Patriots ended up getting this guy, and this guy,
Yeah.
and they're a dynasty again. Here we are sitting there like, well, that's our team.
And it's trading for 4 first-round picks for the 3rd overall pick, and not the first 4. That part's hard to swallow.
I don't think we'd have to go 4.
No, I don't think so.
would
And we
agree.
might.
Three's
reality is-
three's my top dollar.
I don't think anyone else is going to be giving them 4. So it's either the Patriots are going to be willing to take 3 or whatever it might take, or they're just going to take Drake May themselves. And I think it's just going to be that simple. Ultimately, I think that is what is going to happen. And I'm still not convinced, even though I don't know about the Giants picking JJ McCarthy, because that's one interesting thing for me now that I've been thinking about is like, let's say we do want JJ McCarthy and he does make it past the Giants or goes down to Atlanta and it ends up being in a situation where we don't know what we want to do or like how much to trade up, how much to give up to trade to that point, because at that point you're not going to want to even give up 2 first-round picks.
Move 3 picks.
So like, what do you get to if it gets to Atlanta? Like, what do? You only move up 3 spots. You don't want to give 2 first-round picks to move up 3 spots. But now you don't have a 2nd-round pick. You don't have a 2nd-round pick next year. You don't have a 3rd-round pick this year. And now you don't have a lot of these other pieces unless you were to give up your first pick 23. And then we're able to get like a 2nd rounder back or something like that. But
or the NFL just steps in, punishes the Falcons for tampering, and we just swap first-round picks, and we're sitting there at 8. We don't have to worry about any of this.
Russell F. We don't know what's going on with that yet. But hopefully, I don't know what to expect. I'm not expecting anything, but man, would have been nice.
Yeah, and the thing is,
like get a 3rd from him. That'd be cool. And
I'll say, like with Kwesi, I'm sure he knows that. Oh, most likely my future's gonna depend on how good or how bad the QB will be, but I just don't think he's gonna get too crazy that he's gonna say, "Oh, we need to move up to the top 3, top 4 at all costs." I don't think he's gonna go. He's not gonna go that crazy, or he's not gonna go that Kwesi.
Yeah, and I definitely think that's a possibility, or I definitely think that's probably the most likely scenario. I think going up, if you really think it depends. With Drake May is interesting to me because I feel I'm not like the biggest Drake May guy. I like him. I think he has all the tools you want. He looked a little sketchy last year, but I don't know. I just think that he's. I think with the whole thing with what's his name? Is it quarterback coach now? McCown, with like McCown's history with him, with KOC is like being a quarterback's coach and was a ex quarterback and all that kind of stuff. It feels like they're gonna.
I think we lost Jamie.
So I'll jump in.
Okay. What you got, Dave?
Oh, there he is. Did I just go out?
You did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The internet got sick. The internet got sick of listening.
Hey, what up, JJ? Hey, Joey in the building. What up, Joey? What up, JJ? Yeah. So, anyways, I guess it's just if the Vikings go after Drake May, I feel like he's absolutely was their guy. And yeah, you don't want to trade 3 first-round picks, but like when we had Wabi on with Dave, actually on Dave's show, he said like if Drake May ends up being the guy, the franchise quarterback, anybody will trade 3 first-round picks and a 2nd for a franchise quarterback. So it's whether you're willing to take that risk. And I do think if we ended up somehow moving up to grab Drake May, especially if it was anything more than a 3 first-round picks or anything like that, I don't think it'll be anything like that. I just feel like he absolutely for sure was your guy.
So think about this. When the Buffalo Bills traded up, they were at 11 and 22, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
And they traded up to 7, and they traded a 1st and 2 seconds. Basically, that's what we'll be trading because we got that 23 by giving up 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the same. It's the same value.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if somehow we can get through this without giving it up, or if we were able to try to get a JJ McCarthy, if we had to move up a few spots and we just got a 2nd round pick back or something like that. we'll see though. I mean, I think if it'll be interesting to see if JJ McCarthy makes it past the Giants, because at that point anything can happen. And then, with people liking Penix more, I mean, who knows?
Right. Well, and the big thing with Kwesi is, I know Purple for the Win has talked about this before too. Like the with those 2 first-round picks, and like you said, the ability you could snag Penix at 11. Like the biggest thing that the Vikings have is that ability to just be like to walk away from a negotiation. Like it's not like they're not like they don't need to make a ginormous trade up to get a quarterback, right? Like they'll try, but if something's out there Kwesi doesn't like he doesn't need to make the trade. He could just sit back, and be like, you know what, we're just gonna sit at 11 and 23. We're going to make our picks there. We'll walk away. And who knows, maybe then that team's like, all right, well, if you're still offering those 2 first-round picks to move up, we'll go ahead and do that. So I think that's one of the biggest things he has, is he can just be like, you know what, nah, we'll just go Penix at 11, defense at 23, and we'll be fine. The one thing is, I don't think, like, after letting Kirk walk and bringing in Sam Darnold, like, again, could Sam Darnold have a Baker Mayfield season? Sure. But I don't think Kwesi can't bet his career on that, because I think the fact that he did move on from Kirk, I think this is if you're going to start Sam Darnold, fine, but there has to be a young quarterback behind him. Like, I don't think you can leave this draft without a quarterback that the fan base and the front office feels like this guy could be our guy and ownership. So, like, I think if you're going to roll with Sam Darnold this year, there needs to be someone behind him. There needs to be a rookie that you're developing. Otherwise, you're betting, basically, Kwesi would be betting his career that Sam Darnold works out this year with everything they have around him.
Yeah.
So, I just don't think he's going to, I don't think that's the plan. And I don't think he can afford for that to happen.
No,
so Kwesi for me has not proven anything. That he has not proven that he's willing to he's never overpaid for anything. I guess is the point I'm making. He has never given extra value for something to get what he wants. And so I don't see him going up and get a quarterback and overpaying to make it happen. It either has to have a willing trade partner, or he's, that's going to take reasonable value, or he's not doing it. The only thing he's done in the first round is trade back or stay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's talk of how he tried to move up but didn't. I remember it was like Doogie Wilson, like after last season, was like, and it's been said several times that Kwesi is showed that he's willing to do anything to go up and get it. No, he hasn't, because he's never pulled the trigger yet. He has never done it yet. Mm-hmm. So the only thing he's ever done was move around in the later rounds. I think he traded back up to get Booth. That was the highest he's ever, highest round he's ever traded up into, was to go back. He traded down and then back up to get Booth Jr. Mm-hmm. And that's the highest he's ever done it.
Yeah, and instead of taking Kyle Hamilton, he moved down and took Lewis Cine.
That's worked out.
Yeah, I still think though that I think Kwesi's following a plan here. I think his goal was to get rid of some of this cap space, and I think ultimately he did want to go grab his quarterback. I think a lot of GMs, a lot of their careers rides on who's playing quarterback, and with Kirk Cousins ultimately, going to a different team, I would not be surprised. I mean, I think he even said, I think he said something about, I think someone said something about like just like your job's on the line. Like your job's on the line if you don't pick a quarterback, and your job's on the line if you do pick one and they don't work out. But your best case scenario is to go grab a quarterback and him work out. So even no matter how much you give for that guy, everybody cares at first, but if that guy works out, your job's fine. So it's like, I think that's the most important thing. And if you're a GM, if you're Kwesi, yeah, you might not have traded up much yet, but I do think he has a plan in place, and I do think he's in a part of his, as far as like going into his third year, I think it's important for him to get this quarterback spot right. Mm-hmm. Even if he gives up more picks than he should, doesn't mean he's going to do that. But that's kind of just how it feels like it's going to happen with everything that's happened this offseason, everything that's been said, getting that second first round pick, even though it was Houston's idea. All those kinds of things make you feel like he's going to go grab his guy if he can. Unfortunately, it's not that easy because the top 3 teams could go grab a quarterback. Yeah.
But I mean, and just kind of like, I mean, I know people brought it up. I think we talked about it before on here. Plus, it was brought up before that Brandon Bean, is that his name? the GM of the Bills, basically said, like, when he made that trade for Josh Allen, he's like, yeah, we gave up a lot. Like, we gave up some picks to go get him. But, like, the thought process was, like, if it works out, no one's going to give a shit what we gave up. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to be here anyway. So what do I care? So I might as well just make the move, right? And I think that's kind of the situation that, I mean, the Wolves have shown they are pretty patient, but also the fact that they're letting Kurt go makes it feel like, all right, Kwesi, you said you have a plan. Let's see it. So,
Yeah.
And
So-
don't settle for a guy though. Like, don't sit and settle for a player. Like, you're not taking a real good chance. You'd think you'd have to go grab a guy that you guys and everybody who's helping you, like KOC and the other parts of the front office, go grab a guy that they think can be
Right.
that guy, so you can have a long career. Because
and obviously it'd be really interesting to see what their draft board looks like, and how they do they, like, if they do make a move for McCarthy, like you said, Jamie, like, they're always going to say, yep, this is the guy we wanted from the jump. Like, we wanted to make sure we went and got him. Is that necessarily going to be true? Like, do they sit there and look at McCarthy and be like, yes, I would trade 2 first-round picks for this guy? Or like, well, we got to at least feign the idea that he was our guy all along. So we'll give up picks to go get him, where we rather would have got, like, we would have loved him at 11. Or we would have liked Penix at 11, but we feel like this guy is going to make us look better from ownership eyes and the public eye. So we had to go make a move to go get him instead of taking the older, injured quarterback. I don't know. It's interesting. It'd be really interesting to see how they rank these guys and kind of what their perceived value is. But
Yeah, and I mean, like, even though
Go ahead.
Kwesi, I'm sure he understands. Okay, QB is the most important position, but I think he understands that, if I give up too much, and not only could the other QB be a bust, but we may miss out on other positions on the field too. So I mean, I think he'll be aggressive, but I don't think he'll be like too aggressive. I said, I don't think he's gonna go too crazy and say, "Oh, let's give up the house for this." I don't think he'll do that.
Yeah. We got One Bar in Lupagus in the building. What's going on, guys? Music to my ears also, fellas. Great stuff. Hey, appreciate you guys for popping in, for real. Anybody in here who's not subscribed to arguably the best YouTube show, Vikings YouTube show out here, One Bar in Lupagus, you guys should definitely go do that. Yeah,
and
that's
you
my
probably,
favorite.
and
My
if you're not already, you're probably new to YouTube.
There's one bar.
Yeah, so you probably already
Lupagus.
know.
There's one bar in Lupagus, and then there's the rest.
Us. There's us. Our group.
Then there's us underneath the
and then
desk.
there's us right under.
But
No, yeah.
so I was going to talk about, you guys have brought up Wilson being patient. Yes. Oh, completely patient. This is a new story. This is a basketball guy hired to be our GM, and he had a 3-year plan, and in year 3 we were expected to win 6.5 games. So there is he's not getting an extension. You got a 4-year contract. I think they wait to see what happens at the end of 4 years and to extend him then. I don't think he's getting an early extension unless they ball out this year. Right? If they ball out this year, he's looking pretty. He's looking better than expectations. Right? So, yeah, I mean, it goes back to, Kwesi having a 3-year plan, and now we have 2 losing seasons out of 3, potentially. Expected to be last in the division. It's not good that you're at this point, and your biggest hole is quarterback.
Right.
Right
But hey,
now,
but that's the big thing. You draft your quarterback, and then next year you can have all that cap space. It would bring a tear to the Pollad's eye to see all that money.
But you got to have a good year. But then in year 4, you got to have a good year.
Right, but I mean, but that's the thing. But if you draft your quarterback and you see that progression year 1, then the front office is going to give you more time. But then the good thing
year
is
4.
You're going to go into 2025 year 4 with all that money to put around him to where you could at least field a competitive football team.
And that's what I was talking about last year before the draft. This year with this class, and 2025 with all that cap space.
Yeah,
is a great situation for a QB.
I mean, in some ways, I agree that the Wills are patient. In some ways, I'd say no, because I mean, honestly, there's been a couple of times where they could have done a rebuild, but they're like, no, let's just keep running it back. I mean, yeah, these guys are getting older, but maybe they have one more good year run in them. So I mean, like, in some ways, they have been patient. Like, I mean, they held on to Spielman for a long time, and who knows what they'll do with Kwesi. But yeah, like, there's been times where, I know it's all hindsight, but there are times where they could have done some rebuilding. They could have traded some of their vets for picks instead of just letting them go. But like, they're just so convinced that, oh no, let's run him back. Maybe things will be a little different this time. And
I know people think it's the Wills making that decision, but I think they listen to their football people, and You got a GM worried about his job. That's why he kept running it back. Because there's 2 years in a row he had losing season, missing playoffs. He was running it. He was just trying. He wasn't wanting to rebuild because his job was on the line. So was the head coach. So I don't think Wilfs. I know people think like the Wilfs make that, or like, okay, you got to bring all these players back because I want to win this year. I think it's the GM selling it to the Wilfs more than Wilfs demanding it. And listen to Spielman talk back in the day. That's what he was doing. I told him my vision, and I got the okay. That's how I felt. That's how I feel like the Wilfs work. I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't
the
think
hatred for the Wilfs to me is so weird, especially in a state where I know a lot of people.
Yeah, stop hating on the Wilfs, Ollie.
But like,
no. I like the Wilfs.
I know a lot of people Viking fans aren't like Minnesota sports fans in general, but from a Minnesota sports perspective, when you sit here and you have cheap ass poll ads and you have Glenn Taylor. God. Like, how can you hate a team like the Wilfs who basically go to the guys and say, whatever you guys think we need to do, let's go do it, right? Like,
I'm actually a fan.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
Exactly what I'm actually like now it's like, let Kirk walk. Make a big move to go draft a quarterback. Go do it. Whatever you guys feel you need to do, go win. And they supply the money to do so. So, I don't know. The Wilf hate to me is very strange.
Yeah. What are you going to say, Ollie?
No. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I've always liked the Wilfs. But as far as what you were saying, Dave, I mean, I'm not saying that they make like most of the decisions, but I mean, I'm sure there's been plenty of times where like, they said, hey, let's run it back or let's try to. I mean, even if for the most part they said, hey, we'll let you guys do what you want. But I think like, I'm sure there were times where they said, oh, come on, let's give it let's run it back one more time or two more times or.
Right. And I'm sure that like obviously they're the owners, they have a say but I think I see Dave's point though, where it's like, the GM runs something by them and they're like, no, I don't like that. Bring me a new plan. And then they sell them something else. Like, okay, we're cool with that. Like, yeah, it's obviously it's got to be a conglomerate. Like the group needs to come together, group think, and decide how to proceed.
Which sounds like, and that's what sounds like that sounds like that is what they're doing. And if there's one decision that they do have big input in, it is who the GM is, and that's a big reason why they picked Kwesi in the first place. And a lot of it you can tell now is to build this culture that people want to be around, where the players are kind of involved. Like we've been hearing this whole time with Justin Jefferson and the quarterbacks and with the head coach, and everything is just one big thing. And then on top of that, obviously the Vikings have, I mean, we ranked number 2 for the best like ran franchise or whatever that exact thing is. What up, AJ? Welcome in. So I think that's a big one for them. They do kind of make the decision on Kwesi, and ultimately I do think a big part of that is like, I know you have Kirk Cousins on the books. I know everybody probably knew, including the Wilfs, that, we think I believe that they thought like, I think we can win with Kirk Cousins, but we know he's getting older. We're in a cap space hell, and we want to bring Kwesi in to one, figure out that cap space situation, and 2, find the quarterback of the future. I feel like if I'm the Wilfs, that was their plan with the hiring of Kwesi. And Kwesi's been talking about this whole 3-year plan thing, and ultimately I think that's what it is coming down to right now. So I think that's like where their input comes from, is like their input comes from, they pick this GM, the type of guy that they wanted for whatever they feel like they want to see in the near future. And that's what Kwesi's kind of doing that. Outside of that, I think you're seeing a lot more decision, let the professionals make the decisions. Obviously,
well, one thing I'm gonna give an A+ to Kwesi on is the hiring of coaches. Although I imagine, in fact, I think he lets O'Connell pick his guys.
Yep,
that's something Zimmer couldn't do.
Right,
there weren't many coaches wanting to come coach for Zimmer. That's why he had to hire. That's why he had to promote within, and that's why he had to go with the nepotism route. And we had 3 sets of dad sons as coaches on our team at one point, which was crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, this is a big time difference. People want to come here and we got a great core of coaching at all the right, the right spots. I give an A+ for that.
With Zimmer as like an offensive coach, like, oh, you want to throw the football? No. We run here. You lead.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, I mean, that's why Zimmer loved Teddy, because it's like Teddy's not going to take risks. He can't throw the ball very far, so he's going to make the safe throw. That's why Zimmer loved Teddy.
I love Ted.
Zimmer hated Case Keenum because Keenum didn't have the best arm in the world, and he would just make these ballsy throws. Zimmer don't like that. Zimmer never liked that.
And him and John DiFilippo, that was one of the issues, right? Like,
he wanted to throw all the time, and Zimmer's like, no. Because that's why as soon as DiFilippo got fired and Stefanski stepped in, Delvin Cook had like 170 rushing yards that game against the Dolphins or something like that. So
yeah, we had over 200 yards rushing that first game, and he left. But after that, we didn't do much else.
No.
Just the one game.
I remember it was against Miami. I remember it was at home. It was 41-17 Vikings or 41-16.
Something like that, yeah.
Just immediately. And then Stefanski, not too long, ends up being one of the better head coaches. He was kind of on the hot seat.
It's been weird. Like first he was like, "Oh, rising coach. Ooh, he's gonna get fired."
And now he's back. He's back to the top. Yeah.
That 2019 playoff game against it was reported that Zimmer was expected to be fired had they not won that. So that game, if they had not won, then most likely they would have made Stefanski the head coach one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
Probably. I know that'd been interesting.
That'd have been cool.
No,
I like
I like that's an interesting thing though with the Wilfs though, is ultimately it's just the biggest glaring thing is that they wanted a culture shift big time, and that's exactly what they did.
I mean,
so that's like
when your GM and head coach can't get along, you can't let that like at that point you got to make a full scale
right? Because
you don't want his toxicity to your new head coach. So like,
Kyle Sloter said at the end of the year when they needed a quarterback that they Spielman did a big FU to Zimmer and signed him to be one of the backup quarterbacks just at the last game of the year. Just a big FU. Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. I think he did that. I forget, was that on One Bar's show? I forget whose show it was.
Yeah, whose show was I don't remember either, but I saw that clip. That was hilarious. Like he just knows I'm here to piss Zimmer off. And he just knows it. But it's
I mean, why? Because you're just shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah, that's the kind of, I mean, obviously that's a culture change.
Rather be right than win.
And then obviously Zimmer and Kirk's relationship wasn't great. Sorry, Ari, what's up?
No, so I want to say it's like about O'Connell and his cultural change. Yeah, there were some play calling decisions he made last year where I made really disappoint me. But overall, I'm more than fine with him as our coach right now. And I think, like so you're talking about the culture, he's brought in a new culture that seems to be being very beneficial, and also the fact that he used to play quarterback in the league. I think that's going to benefit whoever we draft too. I mean,
exactly. And I do think that was part of the thought process. Like you're getting a former quarterback here who's been through the ringer of not making it in the NFL. Like he knows what it's like to not make it. So
right. So again, they want their quarterback. Like the quarterback, I think was a really important position. Is really obviously it is for everybody, but I think specifically they're like, we need to figure out this quarterback position. I do think that's the reason why I would not be surprised if Kwesi does get more aggressive than people want, is because I do think that's a big part of the reason why he was hired, to find Kirk Cousins' successor. And now, we're sitting here with 2 first-round picks, and everybody knows and things like that. So, and I
think he was hired because we didn't have a coach.
Well, he was hired over Harbaugh.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I would have been fine with Harbaugh. Wouldn't you guys have been fine with Harbaugh? I just thought he'd been a rental, like for 5 years.
Yeah.
But
and KOC was the longer.
Yeah, like that's where the rumors started that the Wilfs are in control, because everyone thought Kwesi wanted Harbaugh and the Wilfs vetoed it because he came in too strong or something like that.
No, I thought it was that wasn't there that woman in the front office that didn't like him? I have
no idea. I just remember like that's where the whole rumor started, that the Wilfs are the ones like Kwesi. The reason they brought in a non-football guy is they could basically play the puppet master for Kwesi and be like,
now
here's what you're going to be
the
doing.
Nicest Twitter people in the building.
Yeah. Alyssa, yep. How's it going, Alyssa?
Let's go. Welcome in. Anyways, let's jump into this mock draft. Let's do it. I mean, ultimately, obviously, we're going to continue talking about this quarterback thing as we do these mock drafts, but I don't know. I just want them to go get their guy. More importantly, I don't want to give up 4 first-round picks. I'm not even a big Drake May fan, but if they went and grabbed Drake May, I would just be convinced that is their guy. So I'd be
all these guys got one like trait about them that just stands out, and I just the whole draft
do.
class of top 6 quarterbacks have something about them that I really, really like.
Mhm.
And so I feel pretty good about it, of getting a guy out of this draft. I just do.
Yeah.
It's just, you don't want to overspend, but we'll see what Ali does here.
Are we doing
Unfortunately, you can't trade the 2026 pick in this thing here.
I don't think Ali was planning on doing. I don't think Ali was planning on doing that.
You only go 2025, I think.
Are we doing a full 7 4-rounder? What are we doing?
Oh, let's go. Well, 5 or 6.
Maybe like a 5-rounder.
Actually, before we jump into this, again, everybody giving away the Ivan Pace Jr. rookie card out of 400. Like I said, I only have a couple. Actually, I think one left after this, trying to give them away before the draft. So get your hashtag skulls in the comments, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And definitely go and follow Ali on Twitter.
And this thing is super glue. They're giving away this thing is super glue.
So Jamie's giving away cards. Dave's giving away.
I've never seen Dave actually give any of this stuff he says every single week away.
They're post-it notes without the post-it.
Go follow Ali on Twitter. Go follow Ali on Twitter to win this card. You got to be followed to Ali on Twitter to win. Obviously, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. But get the hashtag skulls. We're going to do a NFC North mock draft with Ali as the Vikings. I'm going to be the Bears this time because Dave was Bears last time. We're going to swap. He's going to be the Packers in case he gets his favorite team.
Casey really lobbied to get the Lions again.
Yeah.
That's
right
his
before
team.
he came, he's like, guys, can I please just have
Can I get the Lions? Guys,
Yeah.
I got a new plan this time.
Anyways, let's get into it.
We're just doing a 5-rounder then. Is that what we decided?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What's Ollie's plan? I want to hear Ollie's plan.
So where do you want us to stop? Are you going to make a move? Are you sticking and picking? What are you thinking?
Dave's Packers, Steve.
That's hard. Okay. Should we move up to number 4?
Is that what you want to do?
Oh, I mean, hey, you're the GM, man. We're your division rivals.
Yeah. You do exactly.
Actually,
I want you to go old line.
Actually, I get a pick first.
I was gonna say, I guess we actually have to pick other teams. I forgot about that.
I'm gonna go with. I know Dave has the Bears pick Jaden Daniels last time. To me, I gotta take my chance on Caleb Williams. I think there's too much upside to this guy. So we're going number 1, even though it hurts my soul knowing that they're getting that.
Made 2, Jaden Daniels 3. All right. So all you want to try to go for?
Oh.
Yep. We'll trade. Let's see. They'll trade 11 and 23, and
that's all I want.
Next year, second. Will that be enough to?
Or probably we don't need to trade the 23 to get up.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, so with PFF, like they say they'll take this, where like I think you do got to think about it in a different way, be a little more realistic. I think I don't know if that necessarily gets it done, but what do you think? Do you want to be like super realistic with this, or do you want to say like this would be enough to get it?
Well, it's 2025. I mean,
yeah,
we're not drafting in 2025.
Well, and as Ollie said, he wouldn't give up 3 first-round picks anyway, so that's not part of his plan.
Screw that, Sarah. Yeah, so if anyone deserves that little Twitter boost, it's my guy Skull Mafia. I want to see Skull Mafia get up there to the top of Twitter.
So what are you thinking, Ollie? You want to offer it up, see if they take it? Which they will, because it says they'll probably take it.
Yep. Well, let's trade up to number 4 and get JJ McCarthy.
They give us 66. All right. And you want JJ McCarthy?
Yep.
All right.
Let's go. Dang,
the guy who originally had interest. The guy that was originally
recruited. Oh, hey, where am I picking?
You're late.
I want to trade up.
You're late, but you could trade up for a quarterback like last time.
I'm going to get a quarterback.
Warren Love's getting kind of old. It's time to get
he's getting old. He's at the end of it. He's at getting the end of his contract. I mean, might need to move on.
All right, Jamie, what do you got?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got
totally only win with rookie contracts. So,
all right. So
I got to get him on a rookie deal again.
So we're good on wide receiver and everything. They need quarterback. We got that. Wide receiver, they still think they need a wide receiver. Defensive line.
Keenan Allen's old, injury prone. Trade back.
Let me see my trades.
If you would have did what I did, you'd be set right now.
Arizona at 11, New Orleans 14, Seattle 16,
I'm going
17.
Go.
I think the Bears were going to hire me over you.
Say it again.
Cardinals 11, Saints 14, Seahawks 16, Jags 17, Steelers 20.
Go to the Seahawks at 17.
16.
16.
Okay.
Go 17. Whoever was 17. All right. Yep. Grab 17. Grab 48. Give them 9. And add a 96.
I mean, hey, they want to come up. You might as well get what you can get, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're making it happen.
Then you're just gonna let it roll.
Yep.
Romo Dunze with 1 pick before, then that would suck. We can kind of go a little faster here.
Where do I pick? Jesus.
All right. I'm
How
gonna
good
go
did my
grab.
team do this year?
Man. This is tough for me. What's my trades looking like?
34 and 47.
Okay. I'm just going to stick and pick, and I'm going to grab Johnny Newton.
That's a good pick. Beef up that interior. All right, Dave, here you go. 25. What you got?
Ooh. What do I need? O-line, D-line, and safety?
Hope so, Skull TY. Really hope so.
How many tackles to go? Is this guy good? Go put the O-line. Give me O-line here. All O-line.
David, back to your replacement.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go, Alyssa.
20th. Seems like the last highest rated guy. Pull him up. I want to see his hand size.
No, they got to be bigger than Culpeppers, right?
7, 340.
Holy cow, that dude's
Oh,
Oh,
monster.
Jesus. I'm gonna look this guy up.
But I heard he has small. I heard he has like 8-inch hands.
I'm looking at his hands.
6'7", 340 with 8-inch hands.
Oh, Marius Mims.
Dang, that dude's. I haven't looked at any of the tackles this year.
Look at this guy. Oh, NFL Draft Buzz. Let me look at him. All right. He looks like Lewis Seen, but add 150 pounds. Not bad. Only 21. What do we got here? Oh, they got him at 6'8".
You want to give Dave a lifeline? What would you do here?
Vertical 25, span. Oh, wow. He's almost got 90-inch wingspan.
I mean, you could finally get the Packers a wide receiver 1 or Donnie.
36-inch arms. Sign this mother. Look at it.
He's
All right.
Look at it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
11 and a quarter inch hands.
This is how I wanted
11 and a quarter inch hands.
Now
And
this
he
is
runs
how
a
I wanted my
5.07.
This is how I wanted
Sign
my
him.
first Detroit Lions draft to play out. Because the last time I ended up taking Cooper DeJean, not a traditional safety. I mean, obviously the Lions do
Traditional cornerback.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, some places have him listed as a safety. I mean, obviously when you look at the Lions, they have Cameron Sutton, who they picked up this offseason. They lost. They picked up Carlton Davis. They lost Cameron Sutton because he was on the run from the police, so he's off the team. So the Detroit Lions desperately need corners. I know Jamie. I know we had seen Kool-Aid McKinstry drop down the draft boards a little bit. I know we both absolutely love him.
Yeah,
thought he looked really sticky. 195, 6'1", solid man coverage skills. He's gonna help the Lions out right away. And they struggled against the pass last year, so easy pick. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I'm gonna rave about my guy again. Wingspan 100 percentile. He's 100 percentile wingspan.
Man, we're not talking about the Vikings
Arm,
here.
92 percentile.
You're getting into your new team.
Percentile. Weight 96 percentile.
You're up again.
Beast. Go Pack, go.
Again, you need to go find another guy with big hands.
Hey, wash your mouth out right now. Come on.
Michael Penix. Dang, that's
All right,
crazy. Michael Penix, he was
there.
not. He recently on PFF mock drafts, he was not going down this far. So I don't know what's up with that.
Where'd
All right, Dave, you're
Bo Nix
up.
go?
Where did he go? He's
still
gone.
He
here?
went number 20, I saw, to Pittsburgh, didn't he? For
Is
you
that what
guys?
it was?
He did. Yeah.
Pittsburgh?
Dang.
What the hell?
They must not feel
Welcome.
confident in Justin Fields.
I don't know. OTAs must not look good for their two quarterbacks.
Go from drafting. Hey, look, Tyler Newman went 40. Nice, good for him.
Wait,
Go
Penix
from
hasn't been
drafting.
picked yet?
What's his name to?
Nope, Penix still there.
That's crazy, actually.
You
Hey,
could have got him in the
Kwesi
second.
mo-
You could have traded down, got him in the second round.
I was gonna say like maybe Kwesi would have been like, yeah, let's. Actually, something tells me they'll trade into the second round. Kwesi will. I don't know why. I just have a hunch he will.
I know, me too. At least,
Because the next
Well,
pick-
second day. I think second day. I think he trades up in the second day.
yeah.
All right,
Hopefully
Dave, you're up.
for
What do you think?
Devondre Sweat.
Oh, it's my
Hey,
turn
Bob.
again.
It's your turn again. Yeah.
I mean, I'm already freaking drafting pure gold right now. Vertical jump, 20 percentile. Let's go. All right. Who do we got? We got are they any, oh, that Newbin went right before me.
Yep.
Damn it. I need a safety.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
I
Welcome
could have
in,
traded
welcome
up.
in.
Look at D line for me.
Good options there. Great options there, actually.
Pretty solid. Brayton Fisk. Not the biggest I feel like Chris Jenkins is going to be that guy who comes in and ends up being the best defensive interior after I'm like, I don't like him much.
I mean, if it's me and I'm picking for the Packers, which I'm not, I'm looking at a guy like Troy Franklin, 6'3", 187. They don't have like an alpha dog wide receiver one. They could really use one.
yeah, but they keep drafting these wide receiver twos in round 2.
They have a lot of really good wide receiver twos. They do. They really
I know,
do.
but he could just be their 5th wide receiver too. They need, if they're going to get a wide receiver, they need to go get one early.
Remember the other receiver named Franklin from the Replacements?
Yeah. Dude, talk about a great movie. I haven't seen that in a while.
I'm looking up.
He was the one that had to put he put stickum all over himself and stuff.
Hey,
He no
he's like, what are they gonna do to you? Put you in football jail and catch us the touchdown?
Yeah, right. Oh, that's a great movie.
4-4.
He's doing his research, man. Newbin would have been
3/4 hands though, man. Troy Franklin.
You can't.
Troy
Yeah,
Franklin.
at hard pass. I
Hard
think
pass on the Troy Franklin. 31-inch arms.
they
31
could
7.
start Michael Penix when he's like 20.
Give me the D line again.
Brayton Fisk, solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Never mind.
Right. Let me. Braden.
He's pretty. He's the one that had He's the one that had the blazing fast 40 time for defensive interiors.
But look at him. 292, 6'4", 470, 40.
Hey, let's go.
White dude. You see your percentiles, man.
Hey, this is the research GM is supposed to have before the draft starts.
I know, but I am newly hired to the Packers.
Here to screw up their football team.
Look at everybody
Hand size
coming
9 3/8.
together in the
Hand
chat.
size 9
That's what we
3/8.
like to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say one
Okay.
thing. I know last
on.
year was a tough season for the Vikings, but meeting Alyssa
I don't know if
was
he
one of
fits
the
our
best
scheme.
things
I don't
about
even know
the
what our
season.
scheme is.
Say
Never
that
had a
again.
game- No, I was to say I know last year was a rough Viking season, but one of my favorite highlights of that season was I went to the Lions game. I ran into Alyssa. So being able to meet Alyssa, that was one of the best things of that
Hey,
season.
Alyssa's been definitely doing a lot of good stuff on Twitter for sure.
That is
and in
all-
these
that is
comments,
all the
and in our
people-
comments.
That is all the
What?
people of the beautiful town of Esco, Minnesota do is good things.
Yeah. Yeah,
can
the
I
Esco.
say?
Hey,
Please
it's
say.
northern Minnesota charm. I don't know. That's just what it is.
I said
guess.
go ahead and draft my guy.
Who's your guy?
Hey,
I
let's
said
go. Let's
Fisk.
go.
Braden-
No, we
Braden
love
Fisk?
all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's great
Alright,
for the
Braden Fisk
community, in a community that obviously sports gets kind of crazy out there and on Twitter
All
especially.
right, Jamie, you're up. What you got?
Let's go, baby. All right, so Bears, your boy Troy Franklin, after finding out about his 8 3/4 hands, don't love him. I haven't had a chance to really look at him yet. I don't know much about him. Go down. What did you checked his speed?
4.41.
4.41. Did you see his height?
6'3".
This is 6'2" on Draft Buzz. It says 6'3" in here though.
6'3". Oh, he's kind of skinny. All right. Go down or get out of here. Let's see. Go to what's Keenan Coleman's size? I know Roman Wilson's
6'4", 215.
6'4", 215. What's his speed looking like?
Good question.
Is Devontae Sproat was already drafted?
Nope, he's there.
Oh shit! I should draft.
Because
4'6"
4'6" no. So I feel like, know what? I think I might go with Franklin. I don't know his. Actually, go click Franklin again for me. Can you go to his first look? So Franklin might get lost in the shuffle of a loaded wide receiver class, but he shouldn't. His smoothness comes from the athletic profile and his confidence. He needs to continue to get stronger, but overall, his competitive player can be a good wide receiver too. Okay. I think Troy Franklin, despite his 8-inch hands or whatever, I think if the Bears were going to go wide receiver, because we already got Caleb Williams, we already got defensive interior, they got DJ Moore, they got Keenan Allen. I don't think they need to really worry about any of these kind of players in the middle. If I was them, I think they would want to get a guy who can beat defenses vertically, as Keenan Allen and DJ Moore may not be the fastest guys. DJ Moore's a little bit faster. So I think Trey Franklin is a good pick for them.
All right.
To kind of get a vertical deep threat wide receiver.
And Dave, you are up again.
Good speech. Oh, I'm up again?
Thank you.
What's the safety room look like? Lewis Cine, Todd Javon.
Georgia safety out.
I don't want to draft a safety. That's the most unsexiest position.
Sarah, what's your show? Join our show on Friday? I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah.
Show me D-line again. Just give me Sweat.
You want Sweat? You're doubling down?
Well, this guy's a nose tackle.
Let's go straight Mafia.
Detroit Lions on the clock.
Not sure yet, Skull for left.
I already got them their corner, which they had pretty low on here. I think it was a big one for them. I do think they do need it there.
Okay.
Well, I
know you're talking about that.
What's he look like?
I didn't know you popped on there on Fridays.
6'2", 313. I believe the Lions did just lose one of their guards to free agency this last year here. What I got for trades? 66. Okay. Kind of a drop back. Guard, center. What are we looking at for center here? Must be interior line. Interesting. Edge rusher.
That's the only problem with being the Vikings in this mock draft is you don't get any picks.
6'3", 255.
Well, the Bears were the same way until you got all those picks.
I know, right?
Well, I am going to add to the Detroit Lions edge rusher room here. Where obviously they have Hutchinson. They need a little help there. I'm going to grab Chris Braswell out of Alabama.
Cool. I'm going to have to definitely tap in for that.
And I'm up again. They need guard help. I know it looks like a bit of a reach here. I'm grabbing Cooper Beebe.
Whoa! This guy. Did he... Ollie, you gonna allow him to do that?
I just fixed the Detroit Lions.
Dude, I don't know. Casey's kind of coming off a little sus over here with this Lions stuff.
Yeah. Hey, we're fine if you win the division again, but just don't make it to the Super Bowl just like you did last time.
Yo, how do you feel about that, Casey?
I'm not a Lions fan.
I know. Well, you're the Lions GM at the moment, though, aren't you?
That is true.
And he's snatching players from the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jamie, you're up again.
All right, so man, now we can kind of do whatever we want here. Who is their running backs right now? They got Swift, right?
Does Ellie, you want to trade into the third day 2?
I'm fine for now.
Okay.
Didn't they like Roshan something? What's his name?
Yeah, but they got DeAndre Swift now.
And
they got
Swift
now too. So I'm like, they don't need a running back, really.
We're
Can you
set with
go?
the Packers are set running back. So
Go to the Vikings. They made the biggest mistake by replacing Aaron Jones with Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Go
I'm so
huge
pumped about.
downer.
I'm so
Aaron-
pumped about Aaron Jones.
I can't wait. He's like, I keep forgetting that it almost doesn't feel real that he's on our team. Like I just forget about him. Like, wow, we have Aaron Jones. It's crazy.
Yeah, when after they signed him, I texted my friend that's a Packer fan. He's like, "You guys are always taking our players."
I know, and they always end up pretty good every time. Scroll down a little bit here. Okay. Ooh, we like that guy.
Can we get Darren Sharper from the Packers?
Yeah.
I
And
wish
he
you
was-
didn't say his name, but yes.
Yeah, he was good, but
I said his
obviously
name.
One of the
Not a
hardest
good
hitting
person.
safeties in the league.
And he was on that Bounty Gate team.
Yeah, and he went to the Saints. Won a Super
Imagine
Bowl.
that.
Yeah. Go defensive end. Who do they got there? All right, get out of here. Go back to let's go to defensive interior again. Sorry. How did we feel about Brandon Dolores? Do you remember?
We liked him.
I do like Dwayne Carter, but did I have Dwayne? I had Dwayne Carter higher than Dolores.
I'm calling collusion. I'm calling collusion.
I don't think you did actually.
I think it did.
Bears and Lions are colluding.
Know what? What's the trades looking like?
77, 2 picks back, and 80.
80. All right, it's not worth my time. Go to draft a player. All right, I'm gonna go with. I didn't ever even go to cornerback. I don't even know who they have. Man, there are all of the ones I know are already gone.
Terry Jackson's still there.
Oh yeah.
We were okay with him.
Yeah, know what? Let's go, Kyrie. We'll stop wasting time here.
All right, Dave, you're up.
Kwesi's probably falling asleep.
He might be, but hey, he got his quarterback of the future, so he doesn't need to stay up.
That's true. That's true.
Go corner. Look at corner. My guy's still there. I think. Or no, did he get drafted?
Who you looking for?
There. I don't know why Cam Hart is ranked so low.
Yeah.
He locked down Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, Miles Harden from University of South Dakota is ranked higher than Hart. Look at this, my alma mater, Miles Harden. I don't even know who this guy is.
Dang, I feel like
I didn't
you just
even watch
gotta
a
take
game.
him.
South Dakota boy. No thanks. I think I need a second running back. Maybe I don't know. Who's my backup with the Packers? Did they lose both their running backs?
They had it because they still have. Oh, they have Jacobs, and they brought back what's his name? The dude with the thought, Aaron or AJ Dillon.
They brought him back.
Yep.
All right, so I don't need a running back.
No, you don't need a running back.
Go to wide receiver or tight end. What's the tight end situation? Eric Hall. What's he looking like? It's an Iowa
Robbins to the
guy.
Chargers.
299 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6'5", 250.
A lot of people like this kid, right?
Take the top safety available. You still need a safety.
True that.
Not good in run defense, but coverage pretty good.
What's his measure? What? Go back to his first look.
6'3", 190.
Solid. Not even 21 years old yet.
Look at him here. Kalen. What's his name? Kalen Bullock.
Kalen Bullock.
Yeah, Packers have a good history with safeties.
I know their safety's not even too bad now because what they lost Savage, but they got that McKinley or whatever. But I feel like they picked up another safety recently. I thought.
Yeah, when I first started following the league, that's when they had Leroy Glover. He was a stud. I won't lie.
Ooh.
He's long too.
Remember Nick Collins was a pretty good safety too.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the percentile.
Yeah, no, I was glad to see Savage go, but then they replaced him right away. I was happy to see him go.
Wingspan, arm span, 10-yard. I'll take him. I like
Kalen
him.
Bullock.
You like some?
And don't get don't walk away, Dave. You're up again.
All right.
Huh.
Oh, go back to that tight end. Eric All.
Iowa tight end. I
don't want to
No, I don't
grab
want
that. We need to go get our own quarterback.
$4.8.
Yeah. Sarah needs to get a card. It's been a while. After having the initial crazy heat.
We got here wingspan, arm, hand size, awesome. This is 40 time, 4.8.
Oh, when you said we're going to do a
Going
mock
tight
draft,
end.
I was like, what?
Going
We
to
have
Eric
we have
All.
to know the players at the top of our heads. I'm like, I'm glad you have this. I was like,
Oh, yeah. No, that'd be crazy.
No,
I was going to say, I was like, I'm not that prepared.
Yeah. I should
Yeah, give me Iowa tight ends all day long.
Iowa tight end?
Iowa tight ends all day long.
Jamie, you are up again.
All right.
And the Vikings gonna pick. This is so freaking boring.
Yeah, I'm chilling with JJ, man.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like trade up in the day 2 and give us something to talk about.
Because Quasi's going to make the pick. He's picking JJ, and then he's going to get on the phone with Justin Jefferson, his agent, and they're going to finish ironing out the details of the contract extension.
Yep.
We're going to leave night 1 with a JJ extension and a new quarterback, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's like JJ squared, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. That's what we're gonna have to call it. JJ squared. Let's go to defensive interior again. I'm gonna stack up. I am gonna go with Dwayne Carter this time. I'm gonna reach for him because I'm just going to.
You're not the GM of the Bears. I am.
Yeah.
Hey, the Vikings are up again. Let's go.
Hey.
All right, let's see.
Don't screw this up.
I'm going interior defensive line.
Oh no, I picked a guy like.
Let's see.
Where's the UNI guy?
Okay.
You got to draft him.
We already got Mekhi
he's
Blackman.
way
Let's
low.
get another guy named Let's get another Mekhi Wingo. Yeah, so 2 Mekhi's on the team. Let's go.
We're going with all the Mekhi's.
You need more Mekhi's.
Hey, 2 JJ's and 2 Mekhi's. Let's go.
What are the Harrison? You need a Harrison.
Harrison Hand, Harrison Phillips.
Oh, the Bears again. PFF definitely changed around some of their players here, huh? Casey?
Where are the Packers pick again? I'm antsy. I need to get my guy.
Know what? The Bears, they have Rashawn Johnson. They do have, which I don't know what kind of running back they are, but they also have Swift. And I feel like they could use some power behind there. Let's go Braylon Allen, right? Correct? Running back.
Yep.
Boom. Right. Get some size. Get some meat back there for the Bears. That offense is going to be, I don't know. It's going to be something else.
Well, Bears love meat, so not a bad way to look at it.
I mean, go to cornerback.
Yes, I'll take my car. Sarah, I thought
you got QB, wide receiver, tight end in there.
What's that? Oh,
you got 4 positions in there. There you go.
I got one more after this, Gary. After tonight.
It's messed up. Go O-line.
Interior or tackle?
Both. Or just do one for now. Center from Penn State. Do I need a center? Do I got a good center? Can't remember.
For the Green Bay Packers?
Well, you guys watch the Packers more than me. You guys are tuning into that shit. I'm not.
I mean, I thought
I just go on there to hate. Hey, let's go, Ollie. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let's go. Yeah, appreciate everybody popping in. After this mock, we'll give away this card for the draft.
Wide receiver. Go check out wide receiver.
How about this on Monday? Our Monday show. Maybe I think what we'll do is we'll kind of do what we did last
Oh, there
time.
he is. Luke
TY,
McCaffrey.
where
Sign
we
that son
just
of a
have
bitch right
a
there.
handful of you guys.
Hey, Luke
popping in.
McCaffrey.
That'll be the plan. That'll be the plan. So on Monday's show, we'll just have a full chat mock draft.
We'll talk about nothing else. We'll just do mock. We'll do a big mock draft that
Just
day.
mock on mock on mock. Mock season's
All
almost
right,
ending.
Emily,
It's
Vikings
kinda
are back
sad
up. What are we doing?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Hey, Skull Mafia, none of that odd attitude.
All right, let's go guard. Well, we don't know what's going to happen with Dalton Reisner. Surprisingly, he's not signed yet.
Yeah, I know, right? That's good. Really good point.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, and it could also be Bradbury's last year. So, let's go with JJ's guy, Zach Zinter.
Now, was Zinter the guy coming off? Was he the one that broke his leg last year? I know one of their guys broke his leg.
6'6", 320, 322. I take that.
Yeah. Going on through.
Yeah. We'll see. Ed Ingram improved as the year went on. We'll see how he does. This will be year 3, I believe. Yes.
And the Vikings are going to be up again.
No, they just get
No,
dollars.
I'd take
All
care.
right. Well, we need more. You can never have too many defensive backs, so let's go. Let's go defensive back.
Oh, Hart's gone.
Mhm.
Can you scroll
Oh,
up?
Hart is
Scroll up it. Let's go. Miles Harden. Yeah.
What do we got?
South
6
Dakota.
foot 200.
Go Coyotes.
That
Yeah.
you want?
I mean, Booth when he plays is decent, but we don't know if he. We'll see. But Caleb Evans is too up and down for me.
So you want to go Miles Harden?
Yep.
All right.
What do you do in Minnesota, Skull Mafia?
All right. My Detroit Lions back on.
That
the
a baby.
It just flows off your tongue when you say that.
So I do need some defensive interior help with my last pick.
Detroit Lions.
Ooh, someone. Oh no, he's still there. I'm grabbing Christian Boyd. Beef up that Lions interior.
Dang, you savage, dude. I'm out of pick.
All right, then I'll. Yep, I already took a center, so I'll go guard this time.
Or you took a guard.
Oh,
he took a center.
Zinter?
Zinter was center, wasn't he?
I think he's a guard.
I think he's
He's
a
a
guard.
guard. Never mind.
I don't.
Okay, I'll take. Oh, yep. Let's see. Possible. Yep. I'll go with this guy, Bo. Possibly replacing
pass blocker.
Bradbury next year.
We'll snag him.
That pick makes me Miles often.
All right, Dave. Last pick for the Packers. What do you got?
What's the linebacker situation?
Not a lot of great linebackers in this draft class, I don't think.
No.
As Jamie always says, Dave, is it time to start looking towards the future?
Oh yeah. Joe Milton.
Yeah. I feel like, hey, I
need to put some heat under Love, man.
You give him 10 years behind Jordan.
I need to put him on the fire.
You give him 10 years under Jordan Love. I'm sure.
Who is the Packers' backup?
Develop.
He's the Packers' backup quarterback.
I don't fucking know.
I have no idea.
I don't barely know their starting quarterback.
This is completely research, guys. This is how we do. We.
I'm not gonna waste my time
5
for
minutes.
the enemy. You know, I ain't gonna waste my time for an enemy. I'm gonna go and just pick their guys. I hope they don't get any of the guys I picked. To be honest,
Give me look at Edge John Baptiste because I want to be able to see that on the back of a jersey.
Okay. 6'4", 260. Damn.
Okay, let me
6X.
see if I can put that into my draft analysis chart here. Look him up. Javonte.
we got JJ McCarthy on here, Sarah.
Yep, I traded up to get him.
JJ McCarthy, the future of the Vikings,
White.
and that's if I was gonna put my money on it.
That's right.
I think we're gonna end up with JJ in the draft.
I
Sean,
think
the
so
only thing
too.
I remember about Sean Clifford is saying F their damn boat against the Gophers, and then they went on to lose. That's the one thing I remember about Sean Clifford.
Well, that means they definitely need a quarterback then.
Yeah, give me Baptiste.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if D line was a big problem for the Packers, but it's not anymore.
All right, well, that is the end, and I think they actually will let us look at at our draft grades here, maybe.
Oh, maybe not with multiple. They did with 2.
Yeah, with 2, with 3, I guess they can't. But dumb.
Or 4.
Select no more than 3 teams for this feature.
Oh, okay.
That's some crap.
Yep.
A+ here, so
I think I'll give myself a plus. I'm hoping that it doesn't roll out with that.
Let's recap the Vikings. What did they go with?
Let's see. I don't even know if you can look at like the full.
All that really matters is grabbing the quarterback in the future. That's
at
all.
number 4.
Anything else is a
costs you
bonus.
and it only costs you 2 first-round picks.
Hey, whatever.
Right.
We'll take that, and we don't work like we'll still have our first-round pick next year. So.
Hey, and by the way, if it matters, JJ McCarthy went to the same school as Tom Brady, if that means anything.
Ooh.
There we go. That's part of the reason why I was thinking like maybe the Patriots being into him at 3. I kind of maybe you believe it. The last Michigan game worked out. Why not try it again?
Maybe if they had Bill Belichick though.
Did you see
Bill Belichick is going to be on Pat McAfee for the draft night? Like
Oh,
they're
he
doing a
is?
live show. He's going to be on.
That's great.
That could be, like I was listening to them talk about it today.
Oh,
Like,
that'd be
I think
fun.
Belichick is going to have some really interesting insight on how.
But
like,
everybody in
draft night
this,
stuff goes down.
everybody in here right now, you better come to our draft show and not watch that one.
Yeah, and don't go to One Bar in Lubbock either. Don't come to ours. No, man. One bar in Lubbock looks so much fun. I want to not go to ours. They're having a tailgate, and then they're gonna have I don't know. It looks fun.
Dave,
Crazy.
you're not leaving us. But no. All right, yeah. Everybody in here. Let's give away this card. Oh man, I didn't even.
Going on,
Yeah,
Soup?
gotta be here to win anyways. Hey, we got Soup in the building. Hey, what up, Scolger Soup?
Yeah, it's been a while. Scolder Soup for me, anyways.
Let's see here.
Are we giving away the glue first, or
It's your choice?
all right? Let's get rid of let's give up the glue first.
Yeah, get the hat. I forgot to start the.
Hey, the first person gets the glue.
Do people have to re-enter?
Yeah, everybody has to re-enter, but you got to be here to win anyway. So everybody get the hashtag skulls in the comments. I forgot to get it up in time. Whatever, you all know I've done this
Clip
many
that.
times.
Flip that.
Hashtag skulls. Get them in. Get them in.
Help Jamie get it up in time.
I don't got a problem with that. Get the hashtag skulls in. Can I unskull? Sarah, you can not unskull. That does not happen. Sarah, are you the glue and glues to his lips?
This is for the glue.
Drop
This is
your
for all
handles
glue.
below. Let's go. Definitely. Jamie having issues getting up. This is news. I don't know. It's news to some, not to
man.
everybody.
It's well known. It's well known in the circles.
It's well known in the circles.
In the YouTube circles.
Scolger,
It's well known.
Scolger Soup, you've been gone too long, bro. You would have known. We got 10 entries. I'll run this at 7:46, 8:46 Eastern time, and whatever on the other time.
7:46, and the only time zone that matters, Central Time.
Hey, we got a couple of Eastern
The
folks.
center
over
of
here.
everything in Central Time.
It's Central. It is as Central.
God, I don't even know where Jamie lives now.
I'm in a little place called Waynesville, North Carolina.
Oh, I didn't even know you lived out of state.
Yeah. My wife's a travel nurse, so kind of just.
He's a
bouncing
traveling
around
nurse's husband.
Wow.
It's tough life out here for me.
You know, it's funny. Jamie and I have been doing this for like almost 3 years now. I've only seen him in person twice.
Well, since college, we started this without
Yeah,
even.
only seen you
We
twice.
did this for 2 years before we saw each other in person. No, actually, no. We had a beer at.
Yeah, well, at
T-Dubs.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And by the way, this is I didn't realize this until like days after it happened, but my 2-year YouTube anniversary was April 10th.
Damn.
2 years.
2 years. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're running this. We got 11.
You
Got to be here to win.
3, right?
We're going. July will be year 3 for us.
Yep.
Are we doing another Skull Fest at the same place
Yeah, it was
again?
also a travel nurse's husband. Let's go.
I
That's
don't know.
the
I
best
don't
job.
know. We don't know where we're having it yet, but we're gonna have it.
What's
It's in
that?
Minnesota, though, right?
Skull Fest. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure right after the draft, we'll probably start working on. Well, after the schedule comes out, because it'll be a home opener.
You guys
Home
can come out
opener,
to Jacksonville.
I mean, I would actually love to go to Florida.
Actually, I think we're talking. Me and my wife are talking to potentially go to the London game this year.
Nice.
She really
I'd like to go to the game. I'd like to go to the game in Nashville against Tennessee.
I'm gonna try to go to Nashville and Jacksonville.
That'd be sick. All right, let's run this thing. 11 entries. We're running it. Bob Swede got in right at the last second. Let's go, Bob Swede. Boom. Let's go. This is it. Got to be here to win. You all know the rules.
For all the glue.
For all the glue and the sticky notes.
And the non-posted notes.
Go for life, Barber. Are you in here?
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Got to be in here to win. Got to be here to win. Even though
there you go.
Go for life,
there you go.
Barber recently
all the glue and the paper you needed.
Hey, there he is.
There he is. Barber, my guy. I think
Congrats for all the glue, man.
JJ. Hey, I got one more. Next Monday, we'll be giving away my last one, and then I'll be getting different cards. But I was kind of lucky to run into all these Ivan Pace Jr.
Jamie,
cards that I have.
so like draft night, you're going to have to buy a bunch of cards for whatever quarterback we get. That's what you're going to have to do.
Well, that's what's tough is what sucks about grabbing quarterbacks. They're all college cards.
Genies.
And their value goes down significantly as soon as their new cards come out in the NFL cards.
But
so I'm like,
isn't that a good thing then?
That their value goes down?
Because you can get a bunch of them for cheaper, right?
No, draft night.
Not until the uni cards come out.
You have to wait till their pro cards are released before.
Yeah, draft like right now. Maybe CJ Stroud might be the only quarterback whose college cards are worth more than they were on draft night. Just because there's more cards out, like especially autographs and stuff. Because I was thinking about that, but I'll definitely, if we get a quarterback, I'll definitely be doing some giveaways. Based on that
Emperor Palpatine. Sure. Well, Emperor Palpatine action.
Ooh,
Emperor Palpatine card.
Let's go.
My first trading card game. Star Wars Unlimited.
Ooh, I didn't even know they had a Star Wars trading card game.
It just came out.
Well, anything else? Anything else, fellas? Before we
just everybody in here should definitely go follow Ali on Twitter. I don't know what I keep doing over here, but I keep getting off this thing. So I'm gonna put his link in here. Everyone go follow. Boom. Definitely go do that, and then nothing. We appreciate you coming on, Ollie. For real, it's always a really good time. And man, for sure, we're gonna see you at Skull. Just missed a 6-shooter at next year's Skull Fest again. Because we gotta see you last year, and obviously, hopefully, we keep getting more and more people to go.
For sure, it was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. But thanks, Ali, for joining us. Thanks everybody else for watching. And next week's big week.
You're good, 6-shooter.
Draft week coming up. We'll have a ton of content from all platforms coming out, so it'll be fun. Make sure to stay tuned. See you guys next time.
Let's go Vikes.